You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network. Sonny's LouddMouth Comedy presents for the Love of Comedy Spring Festival, April 1st through the 6th, right here in the heart of Temecula, California. This is an event you're not going to want to miss. 3 venues, 6 days, Lorimar Winery, Shooter's Bar and Grill, Evolution Brew Works, all in the heart of Temecula. We have an incredible lineup of comics, and guess what? We're doing comedy for a cause and standing up for autism. April's Autism Month, and our special featured comedians that's kicking off the festival, Shang, Nikki Carr, and the lineup is ridiculous. Hosted by Kevin the Marine of Comedy Davis. We got Mike Diamond, Alvin McCrae, Dick Solis, Josh Cedar, Drew Edwards, Sean Williams, Josh Shakespeare, K-Dot, Raphael Soto, Regina Ivory, Keith Look Around Morris, Black Pedro, Thomas Mays, Carrie Thash, Nikki Simone, sounds by Lady DJ Jamar Leveler Band, and more. We have an honorary award presentation and champagne toast. And guess what? Festival passes, tickets, and sponsorships will benefit Anthony's Voice, a 501c3 nonprofit organization based right here in the heart of Temecula. Get your tickets anywhere from $35 general admission all the way up to $250 on our festival passes. And guess what? We are now offering buy one, get one on all tickets and festival passes. So if you buy a ticket, you can bring a friend. Ad sponsorship, vendor opportunities are available. Go to LouddMouthComedyFestival.com. And remember, we're standing up for autism because Temecula Valley is ready to laugh. Welcome to LouddMouth Radio Network. My name is Sonny. As a former professional athlete turned entrepreneur realtor and the producer of LouddMouth Radio Network, I look forward to bringing content to you that empowers, inspires, and entertains you. Tune in each week as we have unscripted and unfiltered talks from entrepreneurship, real estate, politics, entertainment, comedy, LGBTQ topics, day-to-day life, and everything in between. All shows available on demand 24/7 on your favorite podcast platforms.
Portals Entertainment Center is a new 13,000 square foot entertainment experience now open in Temecula. Portals creates a space where your imagination can be set free. Step into an immersive entertainment center that will take visitors into one of our many attractions, which include 2 9-hole indoor mini golf courses, an immersive laser tag arena, a designated arcade space, a food service component, party and event spaces, and a hidden 21 and over lounge. Portals aims to give each visitor a unique experience, taking them to unknown worlds and experiencing an entertainment center like no other. Open 7 days a week, located at 26469 Inez Road in Temecula, California, in between At Home and Temecula Theaters. Come check us out and step into adventure.
Here at IQ Facility Management Services, we provide commercial and residential cleaning service. We service single-family homes, multi-family homes, schools, office buildings, churches, interior and exterior areas. We give attention to detail in window cleaning, carpet, tile, flooring, or VCT flooring. We proudly service the Southern California greater area of LA and Orange County, Inland Empire, and Northern California. Contact us at 562-334-2448 for your cleaning service needs.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we ain't playing around, baby. It's 10:40. What time is it? 10:39 on Pacific Coast.
10:39, but the people that will see this on Facebook, I'll reshare it.
Absolutely. We doing a quiet storm comedy style and shit.
Song from a jazz artist called I don't know if you've ever heard Shamalume stuff, but it's quite mind-blowing, baby.
Yeah, you look like you remember the movie Girl 6. You look like you would be the one in that room giving them fever behind that mic, man.
I remember that movie. It was a confusing, weird movie. I didn't know what
it was.
What were they doing? What was the?
I don't even know what the fucking purpose was, bro. It was weird.
Weird movie, and Spike was on one, and they'd been doing apparently They obviously been doing some cocaine or something.
I'm saying, but it's funny because the title of the movie, you just remember it and you just throw it out for random bullshit, just like the movie just kind of had random bullshit reasons. It's just
Dumb movie.
I don't even know what the purpose was.
But
Never did.
I have no idea, but I know it was a dumb movie, and I'm glad that this shit. We don't need movies like that to be a hit.
I'm just saying, we just gonna stay clear of those. Like I was watching Beckett the other night, and that movie is another one that
Just go.
David, that's Denzel's son, is in that one, and it's other than he sounded just like his father. I don't know. He was running, getting stabbed, shot, and beat up and shit. Every single one. Oh, what's wrong with your lip?
Yeah, every movie.
He does do that.
He old now. I'm old now. I'm 78 years old.
Shit.
So
In 10 years?
78 years old, and I bet you somebody be out there. Yeah, I knew that nigga was 70. I seen him back in the day.
Yo, I met this chick that's out here. She was like, yo, I remember Shang in college when I was going to school in New York. She told me the school she went to, but I want to say it was in Poughkeepsie.
What?
She went back. She's probably gonna be at the show. And right now I can't think of her name, but she remember you when you first started.
For all y'all people out there, make sure you get your tickets, because see, this is the problem with some of people of color, and y'all wait till the last minute, and that make a nigga want to stab you. I don't want to stab nobody.
In the forehead, between the eye.
Right betweens. And I don't even use the word. You see, y'all made me use the word betweens. I don't like that. So make sure you come out to the show. Make sure you get tickets to the show. It's on the website. I put the website. I apparently put the wrong shit at first.
Listen, man.
See,
so for those of you all who do not know, this amazing gentleman on the other side of this screen, nobody needs to play about the situation, because we're having the mighty grail, the comedian that you want to have in your front space of your brain on April 1st in Temecula, California.
And if you don't come to the show, you see what
he got his Michael Myers dagger going down. It's like,
come out to the show, come out to the whole festival if you get a chance. Buy the major tickets so you can come see the show. But Temecula is a real different place. I've done shows out there. I've done this packed out show out there. I was surprised how packed out it was.
Yeah.
I forget the sister I did it with. She's Misty or Monkey or some shit. And it was a great crowd. So I'm hoping that that's the same great crowd that it was last time I did it.
Don't show out, because let me tell y'all something. So for those who don't know, we had the Valentine's Day show was packed. We had one table that was open.
Where was it?
We didn't do anything in March. We bring in this whole 6-day festival. Don't play no games. Don't show out. It's like when you say, your mama said, we're going outside. You know we're about to go outside. You cut up. Don't act out when we walk out the door.
If you act up, you know what's going on. I'm going to act out. But
I'm going to give it to you.
Make sure you come out to the show. Make sure you show support. Make sure your son gets support. Make all the comments get support. Get your tickets. Because I know Temecula, y'all got some money. Y'all don't try that shit with me. I know y'all got money out there.
Wine and shit. We're gonna be at the winery.
Houses out there, and I know you got money. I know you got.
And if not, just trade one of the horses and just
Some of the glasses in my kitchen right now. I got.
Yeah, no, right. Well, I want to start this off. I don't want to give you a Have Monty show, because this is a wonderful opportunity for me as a producer, LouddMouth Radio Network, to have another awesome guest. And tonight, for the love of comedy, I have no one that you should not understand is a significant factor when we talk about comedy, when we're talking about longevity in the game, bringing that smoke.
I'm one of the best alcoholics.
This man don't even drink. Don't believe that.
What I'm saying is, if I did drink, I would be the best at it. And I'd be the best cokehead ever.
So, I think I'd be a horrible cokehead.
I crack. If I did crack, I'd be top of the line crackhead.
It'd be bad.
I'd be out there dancing, and
I'm gonna tell you something, Shane. Seriously, I never ever tried cocaine because I was afraid
what?
that it would just take a hold of me. I was always scared to.
Once, and I painted 4 houses for no reason.
See,
Oh,
my brain.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that
I already used both sides of my brains.
It wasn't that bad.
Bro.
I did it once. No, I did. I did that. I've done E once. Edibles I've done during the pandemic. I went bananas. Nothing else to do.
Oh, I accidentally ate a whole cookie and almost went for another one, and that didn't work out well.
All I know is that why am I naked at 7-Eleven? I don't remember. But I think that like a lot of comics that do that, they think that makes them funny. It doesn't make you funny.
No.
There's comics that if you get and the guy go on stage, you're not as strong.
No.
And my thing
is an illusion.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that
I want you to remember the time. I'm just saying.
I want to remember the time, but I want the audience. People pay their money. They get babysitters. They get dressed. They wash their ass. A lot of people don't wash their ass, but most of the people.
But most times, the people that come to our show, they be smelling like they got out the bathtub though.
Don't say wash their ass. I've been to shows where they don't wash their ass. They no ass.
Yeah, we don't want to necessarily.
It's gonna be an ash wash, very good show, and I think that the main thing is you should do 100% on stage because these people paid their money, and even whether they know you or don't know you, you should always do 100%. So when I do stand up, I take the shit serious as I go serious as fuck about the stand up part of it. Now the business side of it, there's some goofy shit, and you gotta deal with people, but most of the time, I
but
don't.
It's game time.
Yeah, but when it's time to get up on stage, it's time to bring it.
Yeah.
And anybody that comes to the show, just know whether you like my style or not, you're gonna know I did it 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So anybody comes to the show, know that. Know that.
And you know what, guys? I'm gonna do this one more time. For those of you all who do not know, my special guest tonight, comedian Shang. This gentleman has been on HBO, BET Comic View, Martin Lawrence. Oh my God. Some of every 3 decades, bro. We running almost now. We about to hit 3 decades now. Def Jam,
Comic View, Late Show. I've been on a bunch of stuff, but I think that
stages.
Stuff that resonated the most. My special resonated the most that I produced, and
on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime now, right?
It's on Apple TV. So
yeah, bro,
it did well for me. But a lot of my stuff, even the acting stuff I did, I did well in it, but it didn't blow me up. It just people be like, "Ain't you the dude that killed the dude on NCIS?" You killed that person, didn't you?
That was you.
That wasn't me. Well, it was me, but I didn't kill him. It was actually another killer. And then I get that a lot, or I'll get people say, "Hey man, I saw you on Jimmy Fox. You still got that shirt?" No, I don't still have
no. Don't do that.
So a lot of the stuff I'm doing now with stand up, and then blessedly I got a movie coming up I'm doing.
Right.
Came out of the blue from back in the past.
Word. But you know what, Shane, what people don't realize is that connections are just that, and you never know at what time they may turn and spin.
It's crazy.
It's extremely important that at least for me, I always take it and expect the opportunity to just show up as who I am, and you never know what may come from that. Right. And just always treat people as the way you want them to treat you, and be respectful about it, because one of the things that I think people forget, comedy can have a longevity if you treat it the right way.
Longevity, Comedy can make you want to physically choke people.
Absolutely out.
You understand? We get rejected so much. We get so much bullshit, so much times where
Yeah.
and I'm gonna put you down for this show. You good? And then you get there and there ain't no show and all kind of stuff. I don't have that happen as much now. But
Mm-hmm.
it was all the time. Or, hey man, I'm sorry I got the rest of your money.
Yeah.
That was your rent money, and now you got to kidnap the kid.
Oh shit.
Then you got to send ransom notes.
Oh no. Then you have to remake the NCIS thing.
And by the way, I want to say that promoter in Oklahoma, you will get your child back when I get my other $1,500.
No, not Oklahoma.
And now your child is with me until I get my money.
No. Jesus Christ.
So she got a strong back, so I can money either your money from you or something.
Oh my God. Shame.
Yeah, his name is
Bro.
Pat. Pat, I want my fucking money, Pat.
Pat, I advise you to find some way to take care of Shane, man. That ain't what you don't want that smoke, dog. Because
And the thing is, man, because I from a computer, I look so white right now.
you all look like right. First of all, I gotta ask. So y'all see this now? I know y'all heard me tell y'all the Shane been in this game for a long time. I just got one question. I just got one question. Shane, how you be looking? You look the same, motherfucker. You like I remember Def 95 Def Jam. You look the same, bro.
Late at night, Mr. Vampire Man. You couldn't do the interview during the day. I know why now, nigga. Somebody said that to me today. They were like, how you still got good skin? Nigga, I don't know. I don't use anything. I use ivory soap and I use
They ain't lying. He over there with that jojoba oil and he be eating shea butter and shit. Something going on over there.
shea butter. God damn, I'm eating it now.
Eating that shit. He be over there.
You know what I do? When the little cart comes by when they're cleaning the rooms at the hotels, I take a whole bunch of soaps. So I ain't bought soap in a long time. And
Good shit. You know that, right?
soap, toilet paper. One time I took the TV because
No, you're not supposed to take the TV, sir.
fucking dude didn't pay me my money. I said, okay, man, because he paid for the room. So
Oh no.
I had myself a nice TV. Took the TV. I still got the motherfucker in my cab in my closet.
Y'all, come on, man. Don't have a man.
So yeah. So and also Pat. Yeah.
Pat, get Pat, if you want your family member back, just
You know what? Kidnapping ain't as bad as everybody say it is. You
no,
can't
not now, because motherfuckers just leave them loose. They just leave them alone. They just leave them loose.
get a lot of stuff done with kidnapping. I'm just putting that out there for the people out there. Anybody watches this,
I don't even think half of them getting kidnapped. I think half of them getting kid lost. I just be letting the babies loose and shit.
and some people don't want the kid back. They're like, well,
Leave them outside. Just
I had one kidnapping I did. The person said I can't afford to take them back, so they're yours now. And then I dropped them back off because I was like, no, fuck this.
see, that was never the plan, homie. Just
But no, I've been doing this shit for a long time. I've been doing comedy for a long time. I've been lucky that I'm still working. I have no manager. I have no agent. I get my acting stuff, my online stuff.
so you man your house.
Yeah.
All you. So Shane, I gotta ask you, man, what made you get started in the comedy?
Work release program.
Shit.
And the thing is, some niggas out there gonna believe it. Yeah, see, the nigga was in jail, and they no. Somebody bet me. Somebody bet me $50. I needed $50 extremely badly. I was not. I didn't have no food in my refrigerator. I had no money, and they said, "Man, you ain't gonna get up on stage." And I got up on stage and I did it, I did really well. And then the club owner, a place called Who's on First, he said, "You should do this for real. Come back." I said, "Well, I ain't got no money. Come back." He said, "I'll pay for your taxi." I'll tell you, this guy named, so long ago, Peter Spellos. And he paid to come there, and I did it again, and I did it again. And then I found myself hanging out there, and I hang out at Dangerfields, which is a club back in the day.
Rodney.
Right. And then I did another show. There's a brother named Bert Smooth that used to give me spots at a place called Nels. And then I was doing all the local hood one-nighters. Another comic named Talent would put me up at a place called Le Bar Bats. This is all New York.
I was just about to say, Shane, we're gonna back it up even more. So for those who may not know, I know you're from New York originally. So let's talk a little bit about, what city life. What part of New York are you from?
Brooklyn.
Not the Brooklyn. Okay.
I'd say it like that.
Hello, my name is Takasha Smith. I'm the owner of Takasha's Kitchen, based out of Menifee, in the Southern California area. As a chef and caterer, I provide private cooking classes, couples dinners, and private parties. As a female pitmaster, I am able to create a personalized experience for your family reunion gatherings. I create menus based on my clients' needs to have a more personal vibe. You can find Takasha's Kitchen on all social media networks such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and my YouTube channel at Takasha's Kitchen. And that's spelled TACASHAS Kitchen, KITCHEN.
You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network.
Here at Wonderland Learning Center, we're located at 288 East Main Street in San Jacinto. We provide a safe and secure learning environment. We are now enrolling 2 to 5-year-olds with our preschool curriculum. We offer before and after school care. Breakfast, lunch, and snacks are provided. We accept all programs. We are open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Our website is wonderlandlearningcenter.com.
You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network.
But I lived in Pittsburgh too.
Oh shit! He's like, but I got family in Pittsburgh.
I don't care. I mean, but my comedy roots. I'm going back to New York next week. I mean, next month.
Couple weeks.
I'll be there in a couple weeks. But
Yeah.
my comedy chops I got from there and Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
But I also did a whole bunch of one-nighters. I really hustled right off the bat. So I became a feature comic fast because I was doing 6 or 7 shows a night. I was doing spot after spot after spot. So I
getting your reps.
Right. So I got stronger as a comic faster than some other comics. Because even tired, I would go do a 2 o'clock in the morning show at some dive bar. And so I built material fast. I don't do it as fast now because I'm old. But when I was younger, I was on one. I was like, if I'm gonna do this shit, I'm gonna do this shit.
So Shane, you remember those days when, I'm from Chicago originally, so you come from these big cities where the cities don't sleep. LA's got a little bit of that flair. Like, what's the huge difference you see from when you were starting comedy back then to what it looks like now? Like, do you feel, let me ask you this before you answer that. Do you feel like you came through the right time of comedy versus what it looks like now for those who are?
I don't know. I think I wish I'd have came through it a little bit earlier.
Me too. Shit.
I was lucky enough to get on Def Jam. It was very difficult for me to get on Def Jam. It was very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Twice they aired one, and they didn't air one, even though I had a good set. They chose another person over me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, right now, it is what it is. I don't really gauge it by era.
Right.
Here now, let's see what happens. Let's see if I can make money because I've told you I'm 79 years old. I'm 83 in September. So I'm 79. I'm gonna jump 3 years.
Okay.
September comes. So
Dog cat years going on this moment.
dog cat years. I don't have much time left So I got to do this shit right now.
I'm trying to tell you.
Get it done right now. But I mean, I made some money by just hustling. Like tomorrow, I got to do a podcast tomorrow, and I got some other stuff. But I'm gonna be hitting the phones hard and emails, and I do all of that because it's just me. So I mean, you do the same thing. You're hustling. So that's
37 hours out of 24, baby.
you gotta do it that way. So right now for me, that's working. That shit.
I just came from a networking event, a great networking event. And here we are, doing this. Having a quiet storm at Tuesday night.
I was watching The Breakfast Club with Jonathan Majors, and he's talking about acting and how acting has changed my mind. None of that shit. When I act, I go, this ain't that deep.
Right. So you're not a methodical actor.
Yeah. I'm angry. Like, stop it. You angry, you act angry, you act sad, you act whatever. And they choose if they're gonna. That's why I like stand up. There ain't no fucking. You can't fake that fuck.
True.
All kind of shit. Stand up live. You got to do it. You're there. You got to bring it.
Present.
Present. You know,
right.
You can acting wise, but in a different way. Because if you're not present in that take, they do another take, and then they do another take, and we're 36 takes in, and we finally got it. We finally got it. Wait a minute.
Oh my God, this is dead ass true.
So actors, when they try to compare themselves to comics, I want to stab them with it.
This is two different fields.
So they leave 4 little marks in their forehead right here. Right
not there. Not the prong. Hell, the teeth mark might be on the tip of the damn fork.
My eyebrows, I got hit in the head with a mug at a club. Some dude hit me with a mug.
Why he clock you?
He was, because it was the East Coast, West Coast thing. And and the dude just got mad and was trying to hit another dude. And he was like, well, you
got caught.
Oh, no, he hit me. And then people can't, because the light is whatever. I got so many little nicks and cuts and scrapes and on my face.
I don't see none of that shit, Shang. You over here looking like the golden child and shit.
Right here.
You look like the golden child and he grew up.
Oh, here you go. My brother. I've been doing, you see, being 84. Let me explain something to you as an 84-year-old man. I'm 86.
I think you aging while we're talking.
I'm starting to realize that the window of time, how short it is. That's why
Man.
to really condense the things I'm doing.
They gotta matter, man. They gotta matter.
I mean, I think this is cool. You're doing the festival. I think that hopefully, you motherfuckers in Temecula come out in force.
Bring your ass. You know what? Honestly, you know what, Shane? We had people come from San Diego, LA, Long Beach, Moreno Valley, Riverside, San Bernardino, Temecula. You know, it's funny because when people come in and they get into the space, it's like, wow, And Temecula is one of those areas.
I've been here before. I've been show.
Yeah, man. It's one of those areas that it's great for what we're bringing, because it's not as saturated as LA or San Diego. You know what I'm saying? It's not. We don't have a over precedence amount of comedy clubs. So, but they about that life, out here. We right here, Old Town.
Well, I'm hoping that people come out, have a good time to the show. If you out to the show, your feet stink and you don't love baby Jesus.
I like synagogue baby Jesus,
If you don't come to the show, guess what happens? You don't love baby Jesus, your feet stink, and even if you are a citizen, you're getting deported.
And they eat pig feet.
I'm putting it out there.
Pick a pig feet.
That's how I feel about it if you don't buy your tickets. I'm a very aggressive salesman.
Same.
You don't buy a ticket, I'll fuck you up. Like,
that's a great closing, sir.
Yeah, That would be the way you promote your show. Listen, if you don't buy a mug, I'm gonna choke your goddamn, I'm kill you. And then they go, damn, all right, I buy a ticket. Then they come and have a good time, and then they feel better. That's
I'm pulled up on a few folks now. I'll tell you that.
what I'm trying to tell people. Don't get
Mm-hmm.
it twisted. So no, I'm comedy wise, I'm hoping that I can get some shit popping this year. This is hard. This shit is hard. And I'm supposedly one of the more established people, and I still like I was doing radio with Earthquake today.
Mm-hmm.
Earthquake said it now at his level. Now he's a multimillionaire. He's established headliner in comedy. Even at his level, he said it's still bullshit. You still got to keep pushing,
Right.
doing promos. You got to still put flyers up. You still got to do all this shit, and he's right. And so
But
that's
you know what, Shane? Let me tell you what's so funny. I tell people this, and I had these conversations because it's the truth. And I remember, I can't remember. This was probably about 4 or 5 months ago. I was talking to this young man that's out this way, and he was like, "Yeah, Sonny, I don't like." He was talking about doing interviews, and I don't do this and I don't do that. And I said, "You know, it's funny to me that you feel that way because motherfucker Tyler Perry's still doing interviews."
yeah,
I said, see, what you don't see is the aspect of this, that they have people that they're paying to do their press, but they're still doing press. They're still requesting Tamara Halls or Sherry Shepard's or the Today Show or the Tonight. These people are still working to put them in position to talk about their films or whatever shit they're doing. It's the same shit, just
now
level.
McDonald's advertises every day. Who the fuck don't know McDonald's? I tell you what, when that McRib is coming out,
Coca-Cola.
you know why? There'll be 700 commercials. The Big
Hey,
Rib
say it.
shit tastes like cardboard with barbecue sauce on it, but you know it's coming out.
You know it.
Rib is back. So I mean,
Man,
McDonald's advertise every day. Who the fuck do you think you are? You don't
man,
know McDonald's, so why are you not advertising? So
every day. Because I know right about now, LouddMouth flooding on everybody goddamn timeline. We're in every goddamn group chat.
hey, I tagged the wrong one the first time, but I was actively trying to push it out there.
You damn sure will. See, you can't be so Shane, you can't be doing a line of coke and then text me and ask me about
Did you notice another loudmouth? But I thought it was the same, and so I was like, oh, let me tag that, but
it wasn't
it wasn't. So whoever that was, maybe they'll share it.
perpetrator. But it's one of those things that, as we get closer, one of the things that's phenomenal, I think that April's Autism Month, and we're given the opportunity to use our voices, use our stage, and draw people together, man. And at this day and age, man, people need to laugh. There's so much shit going on, man. People got to laugh their through to some shit. You know what I'm talking about?
So okay, I'm on the first show.
Yeah.
First show. How many shows? Um,
So April 1st, we starting off, kicking it off the toast of the festival. We got you, Black Pedro, and Jimmy Della Valle.
so we're on the first show.
First show. Then second show, Nikki Carr, Alvin McCrae, Kari Thatch. The Thursday, Mike Diamond, Dick Salas, Josh Cedar. Friday, Sean Williams, Josh Shakespeare. Drew Edwards will be hosting that show. Kevin Davis, Marina Comedy. He's rocking us all the way across. Saturday, we got Rafael Soto and K Dot. And Saturday we closing out with Regina Ivory and Keith Look Around Morris and Nikki Simone.
Yeah.
So we got a nice little collaborative run. And then we're doing these two mixers during the day on Wednesday and Thursday. Thomas Mays is going to be hosting that. And that's going to be an opportunity to do some networking. Nikki Carr is going to do a little panel discussion talking about, she actively works on cruises. So have you done cruise ships, man, You done your time there?
No, I've done cruise ships. It's just that I'm not really a cruise ship comic. After I want to throw motherfuckers off the boat, and
Yeah, they ain't gonna invite you back, dog.
not real conducive to
Mm-mm.
because people, you know,
That's like Coast Guard issue type
Yeah.
of you gonna fuck up the vibe, Shane.
military shows now know me, so I can cuss and do what I want to do. But if
Yeah.
be clean, I'm like, I don't want to be clean. Because my
Yeah.
to be real with you,
Mhm.
like if you go back, this is old
Wait a
school.
minute, you say you'll be real, and what you say?
No, I'm saying, like Richard Pryor to me wasn't a clean comic. Well, he was a clean comic, but when he became a dirty comic, he was funnier. Eddie Murphy back in the day,
Red Fox,
Red Fox was dirty, but
Dolomite.
yeah, not like most of the comics that took a chance are the ones I think are funny that don't stay within the box of the same old, same old. I mean,
Right.
Murphy, look at this is for you young people that are watching this. Raw was really raw. Like,
Hell yeah.
so, and if any of you comics out there that are aspiring, watch some of these old school cats. Watch Eddie Murphy's. It's called Raw, and the other one is Delirious.
Delirious, yeah.
And I know it's old school, and I know he got a leather jacket, got a leather suit on.
But that red hot ass cracker lacking.
Watch what he did. He was hilarious. This, but Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby, even though he's clean, but Bill Cosby was one of my favorites. But out of him, and I started liking Eddie Murphy, and I loved Richard Pryor. I'm trying to Dick Gregory, Paul Mooney.
Yep. And you know, Paul was writing for Richard.
Yeah. All of the stuff that you saw Richard doing, that was Paul writing.
Paul Mooney. Yep. Paul Mooney wrote him.
That crazy bitch. Did you know that? Paul Mooney wrote for Roseanne Barr and the TV show Roseanne Barr, the show.
Yeah.
Paul Mooney. The Chappelle show.
Why am I not surprised?
Wrote all of that stuff you see, the Black Blind Races.
Yeah. That was Paul.
All of the stuff you see on Living Color, the Homie Don't Play That. That was Mooney. The Men on Film. I mean, Paul Mooney was all over the place writing stuff and still doing stand-up. But I used to open for Paul, and even though he was difficult, not to me because I threatened him, but no.
Oh shit! Oh no!
He would cuss me out all the time. Like, did you work on your shit? And that's how we talk. Work on your shit. Always work on your shit and be funny. And I'm like, hey man, first off, you old. I'll beat your ass.
Okay.
I will beat your old ass, Dick Gregory. But no, but because he was so aggressive. And I'm thinking, fuck you, old man. But now I'm old. I go, you know what? He got a point. You got to work.
I get it.
Shit. Like I'm trying to think of some of the other comics that, like, I used to watch and go, God damn, they're good. Damon Wayans.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize Damon Wayans was a stand-up first.
Yeah.
He started as a stand-up and into acting, and then
Live in Color.
Yeah, but he was a stand-up, flat out.
Right.
People don't realize Keenan Ivory Wayans was a stand-up.
Yeah.
So David Letterman was a stand-up. Jay Leno, stand-up.
Is Jay still on stages?
What's the Steve Martin, stand-up.
Steve Martin.
Stand-up. So I can keep naming people.
Robin Williams.
Stand-up. He's a dramatic actor, but it's stand-up.
Yep.
A lot of times the industry don't realize a lot of those guys became huge as actors, but they came from stand-up.
That's it.
Steve Martin. Jim Carrey?
My man.
No, Jim Carrey was a flat out, he was a fucking psycho stand-up, but he was a stand-up. And had on Living Color, and then he started doing the crazy movies like The Mask and what's the other movie?
Ventura and
what's it? Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
So
shouts out to Steve Odekirk. I met Steve. And And Steve is a stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That I know that the guy I'm doing the movie with, stand up.
But Shane, this is why I asked that question and I know you say it's not I feel like when you really think about the fucking greats that just.
Well, you got a top 5?
That's hard for me to give a top 5.
Comics. I think
man, listen, I'm a Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, freaking Carol Burnett, Benny Hill. Like, I love.
Sykes is a beast.
Huh?
Ever seen Wanda Sykes live?
Wanda. So you know what's crazy? Wanda's performing the weekend of our festival in San Diego. I'm like, I've never seen Wanda live.
Strong as shit.
No, she is. That's one of my.
She was on Night Court, but she was a stand-up. Marshall Warfield.
Marshall Warfield. I was just about to say, but Marshall's still on the circuit.
But what I'm saying is, a lot of people didn't know. A lot of these people came from stand-up.
Yeah.
Like, stuff other than stand-up. Like I've written for stuff, and luckily, you know, that all came from my stand-up. Like a lot of my writing came from my stand-up. A lot of my how do I put it? A lot of the shit that I got from stand-up was more all of the reps I did as a stand-up, you know, going up at the Laugh Factory at 12 at night, 12:30 and 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right. The grunge.
Hey, I used to do shows on the East Coast. I would go all the way over to Jersey, do a show at 11:30, get back to the city at 12:30, 1 o'clock, do a show, leave from Harlem, go down to.
But see, that's what I'm talking about.
Place Caroline's was called Caroline's on Broadway, and I would go all the way down there, and I would get. I remember how much I used to get $50, and I would go all the way down there and do a set.
Shit. So is it still anywhere at all like that? I ain't think so. That's what I'm talking about, Shane, man. Like it's different.
Now. So it's different now. But I mean, I hustle. I'm on this computer way too much.
Yeah.
You know, sending stuff out, posting.
Yeah.
Trying to hire somebody to start doing that for me.
Shit. Right.
But no, I like, you know, on the computer, finishing promos, doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's more than just stand up. You gotta do the other side of it.
You work the business too.
Promos right now, graphics more than ever before, because before it was like they used to do flyers and they just hand out flyers and people would do that. Now you got to be all over the internet.
You gotta do everything.
You gotta do everything.
You gotta do everything.
So comedy wise, I do promos, I do graphics, I do all that so I can get my people out to come to the shows. But
speaking my language, babe. That's my love language. Is the God honest truth.
So that's why I got to do it. So right now I'm doing like promos I'm going to Arizona.
After this festival, right after the festival, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to Arizona. I come back and I'm home for like 3 days, and I'm gone for like 2 weeks, and I'm back. Then I'm gone back for 2
weeks. To the UK like middle April too, right?
Go to London for 4 days, and I go to New York for 7 days. Then I'm gone to Cleveland, Ohio, and then back to the East Coast to Atlantic City.
Wow. Now, how is it doing in the UK?
I haven't done it in like 15 years, so I have no idea what it's like now. I hope I don't eat a planet of dick. I hope, but no, no, I'm saying I don't know. I mean, but they think I'm gonna kill. They're like, man, we're very excited that you're coming over here. And I hope you do a great job.
Make sure you go to Chiswick.
Yeah, I have no idea nothing about over there. Last time I did it, I killed a bunch of shows and I came right back. But I was hanging out. I went to this nightclub met this producer and went to his studio while he was mixing trance music and hung out with him and a whole bunch of people in the studio. So I didn't get to go see London, because I was literally, after the shows, I was hanging out with people inside.
Right. Let me give you a secret. Let me tell you one of the best things to do. How many days you there for? 4? Get on a double-decker bus and just ride it.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I'll be in London on Saturday, so I'm hoping that
And sit up on the top so you can see everything.
it's fine.
Huh?
It's rainy over there a lot.
Yeah, that's why it's gonna work. The double-decker, well, they got it closed in. It's not open.
Not open?
Yeah.
So,
now, if you do the tour bus thing where it's open, that's one thing. But, well, some of them are open and some aren't.
well, but I'm going for 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm setting up all the promos for it now. Even though they do promos, I do my own promos.
Mm-hmm.
People on my Facebook that are from London have been asking me, when am I gonna come? And now I inbox them individually.
You got to.
Let them know.
It's a relationship, baby. I'm telling you.
I send, because sometimes if you send a link to them to their inbox, they'll buy the ticket faster.
Right. Right.
I'm
doing the same thing tomorrow.
I went to a seminar on comedy, and that's when you just post something, sometimes people won't respond as much as if you drop it in their inbox.
It's the truth.
Days later, you want the link to be at the top. So I get a lot of tickets sold that way. And right now, I do the Laugh Factory a lot. I do Comedy Store, the Improv. The Ice House is nice.
Ice House. I was just about to say, you're doing the Ice House a lot, right?
Yeah, I did the Ice House. DL's show is tomorrow night.
It's tomorrow night, right?
DL's killing it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We had a good time. I was out there last week with him. We had a good time.
How do you act with you? Was he cool? Because he's cool as fuck. People think that he's
cool
as fuck.
I just love DL. He's one of my faves too.
Mostly rappers. When I was doing shows, rappers were the ones that always want to start some shit and talk shit to me and stuff. I would open for some of these cats and they were always talking shit, and then realize I will roast them. I would used to burn the fucking ground.
Like, this ain't what you want.
Like, no, there's a lot of people can't hang. I'm gonna tell you a comic that is a killer, at least at roasting. Joe Torre.
Fuck yeah. That's one nigga you not wanna.
I was surprised could go. Kevin Hart. I watched him on Netflix.
Yeah.
He was killing. So you gotta be able to, if somebody heckles you, you gotta be able to handle that.
And be ready.
If a heckler, then do your material, because there's more hecklers than there ever been before.
Yeah.
Be able to go out of your act and go back into your act.
Pivot. You gotta pivot. Yeah.
So I like where I could talk to the crowd, work on my shit with the crowd, and still go back into my set.
Right.
And right.
Do a little crowd work on them and come back in it.
Right now, I'm old school. This is old school as shit.
I just went out.
I still write notes on like old school. I write notes and then I type them in. I still like writing with a pen. All the comics do it on their phone. I can't get away from writing jokes on a notepad.
Something about writing.
You know who still does that? Chris Rock. I saw him at the Improv. He has, those legal pads, the yellow ones?
Yeah.
Walks around with a fucking giant legal pad writing jokes.
Word.
He got
I'm with it. I'm with it.
No, I'm saying, he's Chris Rock. I know he got an assistant or some rich person. He's rich as fuck. But he's there in the back, because I was talking to him, and he was like, what you think of this joke? What do you think of it? I'm like, motherfucker, you're Chris Rock. And he really liked that. I did a show, and Shane Gillis asked me to watch his set to tell him what joke, because he was doing some jokes about some wild shit about autistic pedophiles. Yeah, he's on one.
Dang it.
And, the joke was funny to me, but I like dark, horrible jokes. Like, so I'm not the one. You can't ask me no shit like that. But comic wise, like this comics that really go there. I like those comics. I thought Eddie Murphy back in the day was the shit. I don't know why people don't realize how dope Eddie Murphy was when he.
Even Martin Lawrence. I can remember being in.
But Eddie Murphy was next level to me. Martin Lawrence, but not like Eddie.
Right.
Watch this movie. See, there's so many comics that don't get this. Is watch what's the one? Nutty Professor, the first one. There are people I've turned people on to this movie that are real young comics.
Yeah.
Next day go, that shit was fucking hilarious. I said that's over 20 something years old and it still kills.
Still punch. Still punch.
I didn't know that those 6 people at the table were all Eddie.
All Eddie. It's like Coming to America, man.
Oh, he killed it in that too.
Oh my God. It's just certain movies.
The second one was not good, but the first one, the first Coming to America, he killed that shit. Him and Arsenio. So I look at those dudes, and I've only met Eddie twice. When I first came out here, and then I was doing a set at the Comedy Store.
Mm-hmm.
So wild for him to come over to me and say, "Good set," and it fucked my head up a little bit. And then, like, what's wrong? Eddie Murphy said that I was funny. Eddie Murphy said I was funny. But you know, I mean, he still watches. I saw an interview with him. They said he still, even though he doesn't do stand up,
right?
Because he did it for like I think 25 years, and then after he got big, I guess he didn't need to do it no more because he, you know.
But I think he pivoted into the film side, and it's a different realm, you know. But like you see what Kevin straddles it both.
Well, Kevin Hart.
He intentionally straddles it both.
He's still touring, doing stand up. That's crazy.
Say it again.
Yeah, I just saw there's a thing on Netflix with him, Chris Rock, and Chappelle. Chappelle made $50 million when they kicked him off of Comedy Central, and he still tours. I mean,
but you know why? It's because it's who it is. It's who you are in that way. You know, if that shit. Seinfeld.
That's true.
He was just here in Temecula like 2-3 months ago. He is touring.
Crazy to me. You give me $50 million.
That motherfucker's like 500 million rich. Or something crazy. Seinfeld is
what? Seinfeld's what?
Seinfeld is stupid. His net worth is stupid.
Oh shit. I would have.
His net worth is probably about 500 million.
Not that much.
What? Jerry Seinfeld net worth. Okay, I'm wrong. 1.1 billion, sir.
Get the fuck out of here.
Where?
I thought that I didn't know he did it like that.
Where? His syndication deals, 465 million, sir. And Seinfeld ass was just here at Pachanga.
Why is he at the fucking Comedy Store at 2 a.m?
In Dubai getting heckled. Hold on. Somebody had the nerve to heckle his ass.
Heckled. I did a show at the New York Comedy Club. He got heckled. He goes, "Guys, I'm just trying to tell my jokes." But he cusses now on stage. I didn't know that. You know he cusses on stage now. Did you know that? He's okay. He's smoking weed. This is gonna be a weird interview. But no, shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. But no, I saw him.
He looked like he was doing James Brown behind you.
Oh no.
That motherfucker choked by.
Smoking out. And that was weed cough. That wasn't COVID cough. That was weed cough.
But no, you didn't see him walk by. I was looking for the James Brown cape to go on his back. He was.
Now you making me cough.
Wait till you see the playback. This shit is hilarious. I mean, he was walking past.
No, I didn't know Seinfeld was doing it.
1.1 billion.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I know that he got heckled at the New York Comedy Club, and they're like, "Hey, man, do your fucking jokes," and they were giving him shit. Yeah, Seinfeld.
Yo, he been like lately, he been heckled like a motherfucker. He got heckled, I swear, like 2 or 3 times on his shows.
Handle it. I seen him handle it. The worst person to heckle back in the day, they said was George Carlin.
Ooh.
They said he would fuck.
Or I couldn't imagine somebody trying to heckle Rodney Dangerfield.
Do it once on a video, and I was like, "Why would you?" He said, "Fuck my act. I'm not doing." You know what my act is now? It's you. So these people have paid to see me fuck you over.
Yeah.
15 minutes on this dude and his wife. He's both of y'all gonna die alone, but separately. Because I mean, he just was saying the most horrible shit. But the dude did heckling because he called George Carlin. He's like, oh, look how old you look. That's all it took. And he
went in. Like, why do people feel charged to do a comic? Like, why? That's just
people heckle me. It's a wrap. I used to, when comics would sit in the back and go, "Don't heckle Shang," they would tell people, "Don't heckle him," because my thing is, if you heckle me, I'm allowed to tear you apart.
it's over.
Today was Don Rickles, a guy named Don Rickles, for the young comics. They said he used to murder people.
Oh, I could believe it.
So, and I'm from the school of you heckle me,
that's your ass.
That's your ass. I don't care. And then I had one person who wanted to fight me. I said, I'm gonna be off stage in a minute. I was at Flappers. It was a Trump.
Oh, in Burbank?
I did a Trump joke, and he said, "We're gonna build a wall, and you're not gonna be able to come over back to this country." And he was saying shit to me. I said, I'm gonna be done in a minute when I have a discussion about it. And then he bitched up because the thing is, like, if there's 200 people in the room and they paid, say, my tickets are not like high, but I think you pay $25 for you, your lady, you get parking, you buy drinks, you get a babysitter if you got kids.
Yeah.
$200-300.
Yeah.
For a night. Just go out and get some laughs on. And there's one motherfucker in the audience that says, I'm going to decide to fuck the whole show
up. Night up. Just one.
That's why I murdered this dude at Flappers. And the club got mad at me because as he was walking out, I kept giving him the business.
Oh, but that's his ass.
And Flappers don't book me as much now because, like, Shang, you went over the line. You were doing too much.
Shang gonna go off on these motherfuckers.
Why didn't y'all have somebody come over and
handle him though? He's the disruption and he's the distraction.
Fuck him. I don't care. The other club called the Stand Up down in Bellflower heard it and said, we'll give you a date instead. So they booked me because Flapper canceled me on a show. And the Stand Up, I did the Stand Up in Bellflower and they paid me double what Flappers was going to pay.
Well, there you go.
You come do our show, because everybody was talking about it, saying I went too far and all that other bullshit. And I didn't even heckle him. He was a Trump supporter and didn't like my Trump jokes. He loved my fucking Biden and shitting on the Democrat jokes.
Right.
I did the Trump joke. Hey, whoa.
You're going too far, buddy.
Yeah, fuck them all. I don't care.
You're man. You're going too far, buddy.
I did a show for you out in Temecula. If somebody heckles me, just know I'm going to say something back. I'm just going to let you know ahead of time.
And look, for those who are listening to catch this broadcast, whether it's live right now or later, the best part about it right now and going out, we're a week out, we're 2 for 1 on all our tickets, all our festival passes. So you buy a ticket, you bring somebody with you. Just make sure whoever you bring, they don't decide to be the heckler. Don't let them be the one.
But most people, like I've done a ton of shows. Most people come, they pay their money, they get their drinks. They're coming for a show. Like, that's why I like doing the bigger shows.
Yeah.
I did the main room at the store. Flawless. Because people are there for a fucking show. They're not Like, but then I've done some off in the cut place. Flappers is a nice place.
Right.
But the dude was on one. He was one of those Trump supporters that I got to make sure you understand, nigger, get in your place. And I'm not the one, so I murdered him. And then the club was like, you know what? He was leaving. You could have let it go.
No.
And this is why they were giving me my check. You could have had somebody come over and tell him to be quiet.
Right.
I don't have.
Sometimes you gotta just diffuse it. You can just because it's not the other side of it. It can become very much not fair to the rest of the patrons that's there trying to enjoy the show. Let's just go there.
I was doing my set. The motherfucker yelled out the Trump shit and the gonna build a wall and I'm not gonna be allowed back in the country and all kind of goofy shit. So no, I ain't no. Anybody apologizing? Fuck him and fuck his little his hoof-footed woman. She looked like she had hooves. Yeah, and yes, he flat out did.
Not the Chick-fil-A cow.
Yes, he was absolutely Chick-fil-A cow. And the other one, and the other dude that didn't leave, he said, I pay my money, I'm staying to the end. And you can leave, Butch. The guy's name was Butch. And as soon as he said Butch, I was like,
Hi, Butch.
It's a wrap. But Flappers is a nice club. Don't book me as much now. But the stand-up books me in Bellflower, and the Ice House books me now.
Yeah.
And the Factory and the Improv. So
right.
I may have not got as many after that night, but then the other club was like, well, fuck it. We'll have you come to our show. Now, it's a little further drive.
Right.
Way down in Bellflower, but I don't care. Temecula's a fucking hump.
Yeah, it is. Because I know when I left DL show, I was coming back to Temecula like this.
Yeah, at the Ice House. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell you, the Lakers buying that club, they're not playing.
Wait a minute, whoa. The Lakers buying which club?
Biden owns the Lakers. Or
Say it again?
The Bus family. That's what their name is. House. They bought Nokia. It's called Nokia. That's theirs. And they're buying comedy clubs. Yeah.
Wait a minute. So they bought a club called Nokia?
The Nokia Theater.
They bought the Nokia Theater?
The dude saw me and booked me at the Ice House because I was opening for another dude.
What?
They getting into the comedy game. They were like, nope, we're going to buy. They bought the fucking Ice House.
I did not know that.
$1 million in it, remodeling it. You saw how it looks now with the little cool little green room and smoke in the back and all kind of shit. I'm like,
I was smoking my cigar in the back, so yeah.
Hey, Jerry Buss, or I forget it's not Jerry Buss or Mary
Jeannie.
I met him that night, and then they booked me the first night it opened up after the remodeling, and he said, "I told you I was gonna get you in here."
Shut up! I did not know that.
They're buying comedy clubs. They're thinking about.
Well, you know who kind of came back?
Who?
Fucking National Lampoon.
I know they got 3 clubs now.
Yeah, I did the Yellow Door. It was a few months ago, but the Yellow Door in San Diego is kind of dope.
And they said that they're going head to head with the Laugh Factory. I got to figure out a way to do both.
Word. Okay, I got the connect down there too. So,
this is what the clubs have told me. Just like I got kicked out of Comedy Works for working the Denver Improv because they're within a 25-mile radius. You can't do if you headline at one, you can't do the other club. And in Vegas, they do that too. Vegas is even worse.
Wait a minute. They don't, for how long though?
6 months to a year.
Oh, damn.
But I wanted to, my Raymond Montoya, a friend of mine, he said the Yellow Door was dope and I want to do it. And plus National Lampoon got juice. And I've done tapings for National Lampoon. I would love to do that, but
that's crazy because I went to Indio and supported Dakota. He just did the Little House Festival, his comedy festival. I went down there the other night. I wanted to support them, right? And there was this record store. It was like a few doors down from where they was having the festival at. And man, Shane, I could have fucking bought up like 7 crates
They had the real album.
Richard Pryor albums, Bill Cosby, National Lampoon, like you name it. I bought like 4 or 5 of them.
David Settlemeyer, who buys old, but they got to be in good. They
It
can't
was in pristine condition.
Because I had a not the which one This Nigga's Crazy one, and it was a little scratched up. He still gave me like $150 for it.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh man. I bought Bill, it was like they had a ton of Bill Cosby, Richard, like Steve Martin, like some of his old. I was like, but this one, it was a National Lampoon I picked up, and I was just sitting there and all like when you really think about it, and I think about the years from the Chevy Chase years of the, of the films and now, huh?
Dick.
Say it again.
Chevy Chase.
What about
it?
Yeah.
I a lot. Telling you.
Huh?
Hey, okay, I'm all right. I'm gonna give you an example of there's comics that you meet and you think, oh, this is a history of comedy, and then you find out they're a total asshole. And then, but most of them haven't been. But some of these fucking horrible. He acted horrible to us.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
And then, but then the other comic I was with, I said something back to him, like, "Hey man, fuck you. What you gonna do? Not put me on Saturday Night Live? You're not on Saturday Night Live,
Right?"
Man,
but you know what? That's so disappointing. I hate when you have folks that you've had some level of admiration for. You find yourself having some joy in their material, and then when you meet them, they're just assholes.
I mean, most of the people I met have been cool though. I'm gonna keep it real. I mean, right. I met him only twice, and both times he was cool as fuck. I was like, God damn, Damon, and Damon was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we comics. When you going up?
Right.
I'm gonna stay and watch you.
Right.
Sinbad. I taped a thing called Live at Gotham with Sinbad.
Mm-hmm.
Sinbad had been watching. I didn't know he had been watching me for like 10 years.
That's crazy.
So when I met him, he said, "No, I know who you are. I've been watching you forever. It's good you're getting on these tapings with us."
That's dope.
He's the one that got me the Best of the Fest at the HBO festival. Because it's the first time 2 Black comics won the Best of the Fest. It was me and a comic named Jeff Brown. This was on HBO.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't. First time 2 Black comics that ever, we were tied both. So they gave us both the award. And for some reason, mysteriously, they wasn't interviewing me and Jeff Brown. Now, everyone before that who got Best of the Fest, they interviewed.
What?
Like, that ain't right. At the after party, he went and got a camera crew, brought them downstairs and interviewed us during the after party. Sinbad did that.
Wow.
Not, he was sick. He had a
stroke.
Yeah, he's getting better now. He's better.
Yeah, I'm so glad, man. I actually many years ago, one of my comics when I used to have my comedy club in Atlanta, this young lady by the name of Terry Moore, Sinbad discovered her.
Wow.
And shouts out Terry. She probably see this at some point. And yeah, matter of fact, one of the last times I saw Sinbad perform, Terry opened up for him. And Sinbad rocked. We was at the Cobb Galleria in Atlanta.
Dave Chappelle at the Cellar did 3 hours straight, back to back, killing. And Sinbad used to do this thing called the soul music fest things, like Lakeside, all these. And he was dope. And I think he did YouTube theater. They did a big thing. Him at Netflix was real cool. This year. But yeah, he's getting better. The stroke hit him, and then he had to take a long time to, where you to get better and talk.
Right.
Stroking and everything. Like, just like I'm talking. That's how but it took him. But Sinbad. I'm thinking all the comics I met. Adam Sandler, super cool, super chill. Jon Stewart, super chill.
Word.
So I've met a lot of the hitters, and I've been on the shows with a lot of the hitters. Even though Bill Maher's a dick now because he's turning so right wing.
Right.
When I did the show, he was cool to me.
Right.
He's fine. He's like, because it was me, Joan Collins, Joan Rivers, and I think some doctor. And I was the only comic the whole taping. Like there was 4 tapings. There was only me as the only comic on the show.
Word.
He's like, "Oh, you're the only comic. Come in the green room," because he likes comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Comedians. So he was real cool to me. Craig Kilborn was real cool to me. I haven't ran into. Now, Chevy Chase was a dick. Steve Harvey was a dick. I can't believe I'm saying it. But Steve Harvey was. He was not nice to. He was okay to me, but he was mean to the people around me.
Steve was one of the first stages I ever did some stand up. I was in college, and Steve was cool. Sometimes I also think that it could possibly be timing or
I chalk it up to that, but then you hear other stories.
right. So it could just be synergies, bro.
It's
they're gonna be who they're gonna be. Yeah.
But I take the shows with them. I'm focused on my show. I'm not even
right.
I'm like, yo, what's up, man? I got to get out in front of this crowd.
Right.
Right now, though, what us doing, like me doing the first show, I'm gonna bring it. I got some new.
I have no doubt, man. I think one of the things I just want to say, I just feel so honored to be able to have you kick us off doing the Toast of the Festival. This is the first multi-day festival in Temecula. This is the first festival I'm doing, and for the region and just overall, I just feel very blessed to be in a position to be able to bring all this amazing talent together, man, and just having the community be lit up. And Temecula is right for it. They already have the Wine and Balloon Festival in Temecula, and it's growing. It's been going for, I think, 40 years, and they at a point now, man, they pull 50,000 people out here, man. So I foresee, I noticed, I don't even know, but is Netflix is a joke? Are they doing it this year? I didn't even see anything.
The first year I did it, they put me in they're like, put him in all the nigga clubs. It's serious.
Are they doing it this year?
I don't know, but I'm not gonna do it if they're gonna be like, let's put him in the hood.
No.
I want the mainstream rooms, just like. And one of the comments was like, "Why'd you do it?" I said, "It was Netflix." Netflix. But then when I get, the call sheet, I was like, "This is some bullshit." They put me on these little janky ass rooms. So after that, I said, "Not again." And I talked to a couple comics that were big dogs. They're like, "Shang, you passed that. Don't do that." So never again. I'm doing a New York festival this year again. I did it last year and I sold it out. It was great. I'm doing that. I'm doing a couple other festivals. And I'm not. If you don't get me on a prime spot in a nice room, I want a nice hotel. I want all that shit.
Right.
I'll do another gig. There's so many gigs. There in California, there's 29 comedy clubs.
Right. That's insane. And that's the one thing. There's an abundance all around, and Temecula is like.
How come there's no comedy club in Temecula?
The only thing that we got close is Pachanga.
Pachanga, yeah, that's.
Pachanga, there was a club that was actually owned. I want to say it was. I think it was the Comedy Store. Somebody used to own the club that was in there, and then when COVID happened, they pulled out. So then they made another space that's now pretty much the room that they do it in. I think it's the Loft that's in Pachanga, but it's not consistently a comedy club like that now. So you just got these spots, So for me, Shooters has been my mainstay in Old Town. And you got the wineries that are rotating. You're starting to see more people kind of doing rooms. Johnny Hilarious does a couple of spots out here.
Show for him? I did a thing for him. You got a big fro, like a
yeah. Johnny did his thing. So he's in a few spots out here, and there's a few other rooms that are kind of doing some things. But for the most part, there's no just dedicated comedy club out here.
In Hollywood, there's like 7.
Right. San Diego, same.
7 clubs. Like I work all of it. Like in the Valley, they got like 5 clubs.
Mm-hmm.
The Comedy Chateau, the Haha. Yo, the Haha's literally. Have you ever been up there?
Yeah.
Down the street from each other. They hate each other.
Right. But that's how it is in San Diego, because you got the Yellow Door. Huh?
House is down the street from the Yellow Door.
Yeah, it's like the American, like all of it's like right in the Cove.
Oh shit! I've never done American Comedy Club.
Mm-hmm.
I've done all of them. I haven't done the Yellow Door yet because I want to do that because that's. But the thing is, if the Laugh Factory, because the Laugh Factory's been giving me love, if I go over there, they might. These motherfuckers is real territorial.
But that's like 100 miles, well, about 70 miles away, though, ain't it?
But no, the Laugh Factory's down.
Oh, you mean in San Diego?
Right.
Oh yeah, I was thinking LA. My bad. But yeah, I forgot about that.
The one in Hollywood don't give a fuck. The one don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And the haha and the haha.
Have you done Mic Drop yet down there?
Fire.
Yeah, I like Mic Drop too.
I did Mic Drop about a month and a half ago. It was excellent. I did Mic Drop, the main stage, and I've done the little room.
The little gold room. Yeah. I went down there to support Shantae. She performed down there. And
how'd she do?
Oh, she did great. It was right after the NAACP Awards. That was her first show after that.
Oh, well, yeah.
It was dope. And then Mike Diamond just went back down there. I missed him down there, but yeah. So I like it. It's a sweet spot too. I really like the way they got it set up down there. So
they got one in Texas. They got one in Arizona.
Yeah, I heard about the one in Plano and one in Arizona, right?
With Yellow Door. So they're going head to head with Yellow Door.
Yeah, it seems like it.
So, I mean, I my thing is, I just want to fucking work. I don't care about all y'all bullshit.
Politics, right?
I know, I understand. I mean, Vegas is real ruthless with that shit. Denver literally fired me from one gig because they're like, "Oh, I see that you're coming back and do the improv."
Have you done Jimmy Kimmel's room out there?
Been trying to get booked in that motherfucker. Nope.
Wow.
I do the Laugh Factory. I do LA Comedy Club. I do the South Point Casino. I do about 5 down there, and I'm trying to get in the Cellar. But they just and it ain't me because they like me. I've talked to the people personally. They're just like, "Yeah, Shang, but you're headlining these other clubs." And we just,
oh God, that's so crazy, bro. But Shane, babe, I'm gonna wrap it, man. We done had a great vibe tonight, man. I'm looking forward to Tuesday night, April 1st. We're gonna have Shane in the building, Black Pedro, and Jimmy's gonna come through. Man, we're gonna have a good time in Lorimar Winery, man. We're gonna turn Temecula up because it's been a long time since you performed here. How many
years? I don't even know. But
so there you go.
84 years old.
Oh shit.
In a minute. 85.
This should be good. So you're putting your Social Security, you should be good now.
Yeah, what's that? But if Elon Musk don't fuck over my Social Security, I'll be all right.
Oh no.
So because he's a weirdo.
Don't drive the Tesla here. Don't drive them.
Burn up no Tesla. So yeah, no, I'm down. April 1st. Anybody want y'all listen to this? Thank y'all for if you buy tickets, great. If you haven't bought tickets, I hope you get sodomized by a rhino.
God dang.
I'm mad about it. Buy your tickets now. I'm giving them a very bad alternative.
I think you might want to, and you bring somebody with you, bro. It's 2 for 1.
Come to the show. I got some new material that I've been doing that is really harsh but funny, and they'll enjoy it. I just worked it out at the Chateau, so I got the joke is tight now. So,
okay, you'll be ready then. It'll be fine tuned then.
So let them know.
All right, baby. Well, I appreciate you, bro, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
And let me know when this is on. I'll share it on my pages.
I'll shoot it to you immediately.
All right, cool.
All right, Dan. Later. Sonny's LouddMouth Comedy presents for the Love of Comedy Spring Festival April 1st through the 6th right here in the heart of Temecula, California. This is an event you're not going to want to miss. It's like having a glass of 3 venues, 6 days, Lorimar Winery, Shooters Bar and Grill, Evolution Brew Works, all in the heart of Temecula. We have an incredible lineup of comics, and guess what? We're doing comedy for a cause and standing up for autism. April's Autism Month, and our special feature comedians that's kicking off the festival, Shang, Nikki Carr, and the lineup is ridiculous. Hosted by Kevin the Marine of Comedy Davis. We got Mike Diamond, Alvin McCrae, Dick Solis, Josh Cedar, Drew Edwards, Sean Williams, Josh Shakespeare, K-Dot, Raphael Soto, Regina Ivory, Keith Look Around Morris, Black Pedro, Thomas Mays, Carrie Thash, Nikki Simone, Sounds by Lady DJ Jamar Level Up Band, and more. We have an honorary award presentation and champagne toast, and guess what? Festival passes, tickets, and sponsorships will benefit Anthony's Voice, a 501c3 nonprofit organization based right here in the heart of Temecula. Get your tickets anywhere from $35 general admission all the way up to $250 on our festival passes. And guess what? We are now offering buy one, get one on all tickets and festival passes. So if you buy a ticket, you can bring a friend. Ad sponsorship, vendor opportunities are available. Go to LouddMouthComedyFestival.com. And remember, we're standing up for autism because Temecula Valley is ready to laugh.